Hi there, signs of Libra. This is Kim here to do a reading for you guys. This reading is going to be from now until the end of the year. So I'm going to do it probably a little bit different with yours. Libra, we're going to pull from the archetypal deck or archetype deck for the remaining months. And then we'll probably pull some tarot or some other cards to clarify. So, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All right, Libra, asking your spirit guides and your angels to join us so that we get messages that's for your most high always. Okay, for the sign of Libra, spirit guides, angels, please give us messages for Libra for May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. All right. Let's get the overview. Ooh, dealing with aspects of the shadow for May, the dead end in June, but lo and behold, you have the gem for July. August has the mentor. September has the prayers. Prayers been answered type energy. The mask for October. November, the starborn. And December, the hunter. Knowing what you want and going after it. Well, look, by December, you choose your direction. I'm just kidding. But no, you do have a very solid focus for your intent. You're going to be really, really powerful, especially November, December. July seems like it's going to be a good month for you. Maybe meeting, or you may be the teacher here type energy for August. We're going to have a deep dive into the shadow. All right, we're going to do it a little bit different. This is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to collect them like this. We're going to, whoa, what did I do? And we're going to clarify one at a time. The shadow for May. So we'll clarify these two. I just want to do them kind of one at a time so that the focus can be on that month. So the shadow. Dealing with the shadow. Kind of dark energy. Well, really the shadow is just areas that the light hasn't dispersed yet. So wherever the light isn't. So you may be dealing with some shadow aspects of yourself. Oh. Okay. It is something that you're definitely, it's like a new you. It's like a new you from the old you. This Ten of Swords is like this person has been held up in a place where it feels like this shadow energy just keeps hurting them over and over again. And so their own energy that's doing it. But it's enough to be like, okay, I'm going to walk away from my shadow now. Which we know doesn't really work. You have to shine your light on your shadow. That's how you can get it to go. You have to love it, accept it. understand it, and then by doing so, at least you're shining your light. So you're becoming aware instead of having fear where the shadow was. Tell us advice on how to deal with this shadow energy. This could be dealing with a Gemini too. I just want to add that. King of Wands. Move forward with a good strategy here with the King of Wands. Move forward, having a good strategy. And it is time to heal these old shadow wounds, because this healing here is long overdue. Yeah. Yeah, these are things that have been like long overdue energies that need to be healed with this shadow energy. May. That's what you're looking like you're dealing with in May. June, we're dealing with the dead end. So what is this dead end energy about? What's the dead end energy about here for Libra? Can't go any further with someone or with a situation. Okay, I don't feel like it's anything bad necessarily. I feel like you're gonna know what needs to end, and it still can be talking about the shadow energy. It can be talking about how you deal with this shadow energy with the High Priestess. So you know what needs to be put to an end, and you do with the High Priestess, and you do, or you listen to yourself. The High Priestess is very intuitive, and it's just like she just knows. She has a clear knowing. What else about this dead end? What's some advice for Libras with this dead end for June? Wow. Ace of Pentacles. It's part of your shadow, though. Something to do about money. It's part of your shadow. I think it has to do with the importance we're putting on Ace of Pentacles. Surely the Ace of Pentacles in this deck, especially like this, is saying that this month is probably going to be very profitable for you. But there's one thing that's going to be ending and a new opportunity that you're going to be seizing, okay, for June. So you can look at the Ace of Pentacles as like this beautiful gift from the universe. It's going to be an opportunity. You can have the opportunity to create lasting stability here for yourself. And you'll just know. It'll be an opportunity that you just know about. Okay, so it feels like whatever you had to go through with this dead end energy in July, you end up finding a gem. So it's like whatever kind of suffering you've gone through, whatever pain you've gone through, there's some kind of reward that we find. It's going to feel like a reward after what you've been around, because if you look, you know, it's the underworld that they're having to explore, the underworld, the shadow side, but you're gonna arise as the gem energy, truly something magnificent and beautiful and worth a lot. And worth a lot. Tell us about this gem that you find. Yeah, it's when dealing with the shadow self. It's when dealing with whatever that didn't work out, whatever didn't pan out with the King of Wands energy, whatever stayed in the shadows, in the night energy here, in the dark, you're going to end up finding a gem there. End up finding a gem in the dark. For August. And like I said, a mentor is either going to come into your life or you might be that mentor. It looks like maybe you're taking care of or influencing a large group of people with the mentor with the wings like that. You're wise. You have a lot of experience. This stuff is being turned into beautiful wisdom for yourself. Just need to remain focused and understand that the only thing that can keep you tied down or restricted or bound is yourself and is your own outdated. See, these beliefs are limiting beliefs that have been around for a very long time. So it's something you're going to have to work on changing. But the Eight of Swords is something that you can get out. And truly, how to regain focus. How to regain focus. How do we see more possibilities here than what is handed? And I think in August you're going to meet somebody really important who will influence you and show you all of the possibilities that you haven't seen because of being in that restricted, I'm in my head, I feel like I should do this or I should do that. And this is saying, no, you should just be you. You have September with the prayers. So prayers being answered in September. That's good to know because a lot of people are having some rough time in September. There is a prayer that's going to be answered. Queen of Swords, Libra, this looks like your energy, but it's like you're not feeling like yourself here. You're feeling kind of detached from emotions. And I'm going to say again, there's a common theme of materialism now coming up in your reading. I feel like money might be really good, but the focus feels like it's so much on the money and on keeping something that it ends up feeding a lack mentality, and it actually gets you farther away from your prayers to be answered. So staying in connection with your emotional side is going to be very important. And if people or situations are hanging around that were supposed to be cut out in this dead end energy, that might be another thing that's representing. Or it might be justice. It might be, it may be a good consequence here, though, to prayers being answered. Prayer being answered, maybe dealing with justice. Or a court issue, something like that, possibly. Wow. And I've got Three of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles. Feeling like you don't have to feel like you're going at something alone. Your prayers will be heard and your prayers will be answered. Learn from the past mistakes. That's the biggest message, is learn from your past mistakes and accept guidance when wise counsel like the mentor comes into your life. The Mask. Now, sometimes this is not, and actually all the time in this deck, as far as their guidebook goes, the Mask is actually a good card because it's just simply one of your personas. Because, you are that divine being. You transcend, your actual essence, who you really are, transcends this body and is far more than even this body can think or express. So the mask is just a persona that you're wearing, and it might be one that you put on for a show. It might be one that you put on for some kind of talent or skill that you have. It's coming across like the Queen of Wands energy, like go ahead and redefine who you are here, because this mask energy is looking like the gem that you ended up finding here. Changing who you think you are. Yeah, and leaving it wide open so no self-imposed limiting beliefs are there. Tell us more about the mask. The Magician. Yes, you can be whoever you want to be. If you want to define yourself with limiting views or limitations, you could do that too. But you have the tools to work with and create whatever you want for yourself. And there it is. And there it is. There's the mask. Just know that you have this magician energy where it's all possible for you here. It's all possible. I like that. Oh, I don't even like to take that card back up, but the Starborn here is looking good for November, because you could really be going into some kind of role where you're famous or influential, like very influential with the Starborn. energy. It's like fate. You were destined for this. You may already like always knew that you had a call to be, I don't know, in the limelight, in the light. And then you got the star to clarify it. What a magical reading. Seriously, what a magical reading is that? The star with the starborn, Aquarius energy. Beautiful, beautiful energy. Your hopes, your dreams. It feels like if you have any really long-term goals, they're going to become manifest here by November, I would say. Beautiful. I love that. I love this energy. This is good energy. Okay. Then the hunter. What are you going to be so completely focused on in December? Four of Swords. You're healing. Possibly with an Aquarius, but healing your dreams and making them known. Wow. Taking time out to focus on what you want, what your intentions are, your direction. Like I said, Artemis, finding your direction. She helps out in these readings quite a lot, helping you find direction. The Three of Pentacles, once again, healing this notion that you have to do just because you've done a lot of things on your own, maybe and up until now, doesn't mean you always have to do everything by yourself or alone. You can get healing help and advice here. You could be expanding your work or research or education here too. Definitely being guided by spirit. Beautiful. 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 Let's pull some animal oracle and see what the animal oracle has to say for you, Libra. Just kind of pull in some random stuff today. It's different than a next 48 hour because I don't do the Celtic cross with this. So I just do stuff as I go. Just doing it as we go. Spirit Animal Oracle. Angels, spirit guides, please give us messages for sign of Libra. Always for their highest good. These are so big. These cards. Okay. For Libra, what spirit animal wants to give you a message, Libra? The koi fish, there is always enough. Yeah, like I think you are going to have enough, especially with money and your finances and things like that. Oh, wow. 3, 3, 3, 3. Whew, Empress energy times 4. Koi fish spirit, there's always enough. And then you have armadillo spirit, set healthy boundaries. Have to set healthy boundaries. Just make sure there's not any kind of, always analyze your boundaries as hoping that it's not a blockage, but a boundary for protection, but can always be easily accessed through you. Sometimes when we put up those walls and we put up our armor, it makes it very hard for us to really connect with another, right? We get very defensive. We build up our defenses, and even we don't end up getting through. That's kind of what was insinuated with that Queen of Swords energy in September, was that you may find yourself being kind of detached from emotion and more focused on, is there enough or will there be enough? How much do I have? How much am I getting? You know? Look at all this healing energy with the turquoise color. Nice. And green. 62, turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Again, I'm feeling the pentacle energies for you, so that's good. I think there is a boundary, though, on the love and the pentacles there. 21, be the peace. Dove spirit, be the peace. Nice. 58, stag spirit. Take the lead. Take the lead. So another one. Oh, Libra. Oh, that's a good one. And then you got grasshopper spirit, take a leap of faith. This means prepare. It's another 3. Prepare because something really great is going to happen. It may require you to take a leap of faith on something, but yeah, have a beginner's mind. Drop down the walls. Feels like that's a big message for you, is drop the walls. Okay, now we'll do wisdom of the oracle. Okay, what main advice do you have for Libra the rest of 2022? See, so this is twice that you've gotten the message of, it seems like you're not wanting to take a leap on something, on, I don't know, maybe a relationship, maybe a career. Something like that is going to require that you step to the edge here and just trust. All multiples of 3. Again, it may have to do with this new beginning of what you're creating with that yang energy. And remember, in what did we have for July, right? Was it July? For your Ace of Pentacles. It was either the end of June or July, I think, the Ace of Pentacles. So this is like that new opportunity. And view this new creation of yours with a brand new beginner's mind. Okay, and if you encounter conflict or chaos in 2022, the rest of it, multiples of 3 again, oh my goodness. You notice on the picture they have a zebra stripes that's normally representing justice and balance and order, and you know, trying to keep it all in order, balance. But this might be a little chaotic feeling. However, the print has turned to the giraffe, meaning you've got to step back sometimes and look at the bigger picture here. The bigger picture meaning, what is the main outcome? Does it have everybody's good interest in heart, or best interest at heart? So it's going to be important to take a step away from those conflicts. You know what I mean? Especially to, not, you know, anything that's angering you, especially that, just take a step away. Yeah, before you step into any kind of conflict or chaos, make sure you ask yourself why. What's the intentions? What are their intentions? And not so much easy to analyze, but yours, yes, you can analyze why you're doing something. And if it feels ego driven or just to prove a point, then maybe you can know that that's not probably going to lead you to the best direction. So set your intentions. This is also for your manifestation. It's going to make it much more powerful, like your focus. Your manifestation power and focus gets very strong by December, probably throughout the whole year. Just needing to take a leap of faith on new projects. Oh, wow. But you don't ever worry that you're going to miss out on what is fated for you. Because what is fated and destined for you, Libra, is ultimately headed in your direction as you're headed towards it. And no matter what divine detours you take, you will end up running into this energy of what is fated or destined. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Okay, let's get some sacred signs and symbols and close out with these. Beautiful. I love it. Come to the edge and the fates. These two are the main cards, I feel, for your reading. All right. Sacred signs and a chocolate cupcake. Tasty treats, unexpected surprise. This is like the wheel of fortune turning for you with the fates. Something is just destined. You're destined to have this greatness here. Deep, dark times in isolation. I need time alone. I'm not going to pull all those. I'm going to reshuffle. Dice. I have gambler, risk taker, or stuntman. Throwing the dice. Maybe it's telling you to take a risk. I don't know. Because of this come to the edge. spiritual work and self-discovery. Think the impossible, think the unexpected. It's another message of unexpected. Think if something unexpected is coming. Tools, fix, repair, rebuild, construction. And that might be what you're building. It's time for a new cycle here. Red maple leaf. Yeah, in July, you put something to an end. Remember, a dead end. You put something to an end, and it's a new cycle. There's something that you're going to put into construction, under construction, something you're building. Think the impossible. Definitely big issue in your reading is to stay connected with your love and your emotions and your higher self. That will help you overcome this Eight of Swords energy of, I'm supposed to do this. I feel like I'm tied down because I have to do this or that. Understand that you may be struggling to overcome self-imposed limiting beliefs of what you can expect. So I would expect this or better. Expect this or better. You are my lifeline. I can't lose you. Oh, and then you might meet somebody too this year. If you're looking for somebody, this might be someone who speaks the same language as your heart. Hearts that speak the same language. This could possibly be regarding work too, and partnerships. Any kind of, love is kind of in everything. So, coffee beans. Snooze, wake up call, a fresh start. That might be what was unexpected, but that might be exactly what comes your way this year. A fresh start. Give yourself that chance. All right. Thanks, Libra. Sending you love and light.